Okay, South Africans, this is actually scary. A report has just come out which reveals the rate at which the cost of living in South Africa has increased over the past 5 years, and the results are shocking. Just listen to this.
And this one, you are not ready for it.
I just woke up because I saw the videos about the potential amendment to the National Credit Act, and not many people are speaking about the implications, so that's what I'm going to speak about. So basically how this could affect you. So for starters, the amendment pretty much states, like just the gist of it, states that if you have any existing or pre-existing student loans, or if you are going to get student loans, they are going to be listed with the credit bureau. So they're going to now give it to the credit bureau so that it can actually contribute to your credit score. It wasn't this way previously, but they're changing it so it can be that way.
It is getting terrible. And on top of that, division keeps happening.
So apparently, Afrikaners are building their own school in Pretoria. It's a hot conversation now. People of the other races are saying, why the hell are you guys creating your own Afrikaner university?
Oh, what's happening, guys? It's your boy Uncle P with another episode of Uncle P's podcast. Guys, I just want to start by saying, let's not make it a habit of me defending people that I do not believe in their political views. But this channel is based on truth, regardless of whether, let me put it this way. People accuse me of hating Gates McKenzie. If Gates McKenzie does something good, guys, I'm going to talk about it. I have never said anything negative about the PA, because the PA as a political party is doing something amazing. I just don't believe in their leader, and also because of his history. Now, with that said, I have seen a lot of channels talking about this specific issue, about Julius Malema and, our police commissioner from KZN, Minir Mkwanazi. And I think a lot of people are misunderstanding where Julius is coming from, and I would love us to discuss this matter. So, what am I talking about?
I just want to make one simple point, if you don't mind.
Welcome, Honorable Malem.
Thank you. I think we must make one point very clear, that we're not going to be told by Mkwanazi what must happen, what must not happen. If we are looking for him, we have to find him. And if he's not going to make himself available, we're going to have to summon him. He's the one who started this mess, and he's going to have to take responsibility. He's not going to tell us about commission this, commission that, and all of that. We don't know what commission is doing. We are not interfering with the commission, and the commission must never interfere with us. So, Mkwanazi must be summoned to this committee. This ad hoc committee, it's established because Mkwanazi took his own time to say the things he said, and it's not going to tell us now that he's not available. The same
So, let me pause there for a second. Guys, Julius Malema is not wrong. You see, the problem becomes when we start to defend people. I saw a YouTuber saying that, no, he's got things to do. He has to be by the commissioner of this. He has to be that. No, guys. There's a president who leads the country, and then there's order that needs to be followed. He came publicly and exposed these dockets. And now it's time to answer. He has other things to do. No. What people are misunderstanding with where Julius Malema is coming with this benefits his party. Not only his, and other parties also. Because remember, most of the people that are about to be exposed are from the ANC. That includes Cyril himself. So, the delay that Mkwanazi is making is unwarranted, honestly. I personally agree with Julius Malema, and I think this is a case that cannot drag. Guys, a lot is happening in the country, and change needs to happen right now. And this is where a lot of people are going to lose themselves. So, while Mkwanazi, according to others, is busy with more important things, the people who are in power are making these kind of decisions.
Mr. Matebula, it's not an insignificant error on your part for which the consumer will now have to pay. So where in this equation, you speaking, Eskom, the two of you are coming to some form of settlement that is going to be paid by the consumer. So why was the consumer not involved in this entire discussion?
Yeah, Sakina, the process indicates that when we are to do a price determination, we need to do public consultation. But however, this judicial review process, it is not does not entail that it needs to first go back to the public for consultation as first. It allows that the two entities, based on the papers that have been filed by the court, can actually agree on a settlement so that the court does not have to dictate that what process should actually be followed. And that is what we had actually done between ourselves and the utility.
So when did you inform the consumer about this?
Obviously, what happens is that once we have a settlement, Sakina, it needs to be made first the order of court before you can actually...
Okay, guys, they're speaking a lot of English. Let me simplify it for you. Eskom is increasing electricity. Basically, water and electricity and all the tariffs are going up.
Okay, South Africans, this is actually scary. A report has just come out which reveals the rate at which the cost of living in South Africa has increased over the past 5 years, and the results are shocking. Just listen to this. Since 2020, electricity prices have increased by 68%. That's almost doubled, while water prices have increased by 50%. And this isn't just a case of normal inflation, because according to the study, which comes from the Competition Commission, who monitor financial ethics in the country, this is a, quote, much higher rate than general inflation, which was 28% over the same period. So prices are increasing way above inflation, and it exceeds the level at which South African salaries are increasing, because over the same period of 5 years, the average South African salary has only increased by 25%. But guys, unfortunately, it looks like it's only going to get worse, because Eskom recently announced in a very controversial plan that electricity tariffs will increase by another 17% over the next 2 years. And simply put, South Africans are fed up.
Simply put, South Africans are fed up. Now, this decision was supposed to be taken to the public first. They made this decision without informing the public. That is what the news reporter was asking. The law states that you need to inform the public first. Having engagement with the public. Guys, they are making now decisions without us, because they realize they do not need us. Because if they come to us, we are going to stand our grounds. And it doesn't only end here. This is the worst part about this. It does not only end here. And this one, you are not ready for it.
I just woke up because I saw the videos about the potential amendment to the National Credit Act, and not many people are speaking about the implications, so that's what I'm going to speak about. So basically how this could affect you. So for starters, the amendment pretty much states, like just the gist of it, states that if you have any existing or pre-existing student loans, or if you are going to get student loans, they are going to be listed with the credit bureau. So they're going to now give it to the credit bureau so that it can actually contribute to your credit score. It wasn't this way previously, but they're changing it so it can be that way. Now, how does this affect you, and why is this a bad thing? Number one,
I'll explain it to you. How does this affect you? That basically means right now, if you have a good credit score, yet you still have a student loan that you are paying off or struggling to pay off, your credit score is about to go bad. So basically, people who suddenly could afford to get cars on credit, properties on credit, or people who are planning to get these things on credit, the student loan that you're about to get out of from university is about to put you on a negative when it comes to your credit score. Guys, all this, they are preparing ground for foreigners. I don't care what you tell me. They are preparing ground for foreigners. Guys, foreigners walk in here with money from their countries. They are trying to cripple the South African economy and the South Africans. Financially, educationally, that's why, guys, everything that is being done currently is to benefit foreigners. I have not heard anything in the last few months that the government has decided that South Africans can be proud about. It is getting terrible. And on top of that, division keeps happening.
So apparently, Afrikaners are building their own school in Pretoria. It's a hot conversation now. People of the other races are saying, why the hell are you guys creating your own Afrikaner university? You see, and I was listening to radio, they had a debate, they had a person who's representative of the Afrikaner people, and I think it was a black lady on the radio, and he was saying, no, guys, we want our own school because we're feeling like democracy only takes care of the majority rule. But we are also minority and we are people too. We wanna learn in Afrikaans and we're creating a facility for that. And they were saying, no, that's not fair. Okay.
Yeah, so basically a private Afrikaans language university called Academia, backed by its solidarity movement, is constructing a brand new campus in Pretoria East. And the project is estimated to be around 3.2 billion.
Yes.
The campus is to be built in collaboration with real estate developers and so forth. And then the campus will accommodate approximately 5,000 undergraduate students and 1.5 postgraduate students. And it's scheduled to... Academia is planning on doing a second full-time Afrikaans campus as well in the Western Cape, scheduled to open in 2026.
And they're moving fast.
They're moving fast. Is it open to everyone?
Now that question, is it open to everyone? Guys, this is the thing. Before you judge things, you need full information. If it's open to people who are willing to study in Afrikaans, that means even black people, why not? But you need to understand, guys, culture is very important. You can't go to that Afrikaans school and go do your Zulu, your Xhosa, your Venda, your Portuguese, your Angolan, your Nigerian behaviors there. It's an Afrikaans school. Therefore, it will be Afrikaans culture, Afrikaans mannerism. You see, the problem that we are finding ourselves in South Africa is that they've managed to separate the blacks, the black South African, the colored South Africans, and the Indians. And now they are creating their own world where they no longer need to associate with us. That's because the black people cannot decide which direction they want. Bayahambe PA, Bayahambe Operation Dudula, Bayahambe March for March. Come time for voting, MK, EFF, ANC, DA, PA, Action S. What are we doing? What change do we really want? Why are people not taking the time to read the policies of these people and see the work and the actions? Guys, you can't vote a criminal as a president, as a leader of this country. There's no way. Honestly, I don't know why this man was not smart enough to create a better political party. Or why he had to just, I did too much. This one just did too much. Right now, honestly, the reality that we need to accept is this. Even if we all voted for Operation Dudula, and somehow miraculously they led this country, they don't have the financial, the backing to lead. We don't even know their structure, their setup. Guys have researched, and I'm beginning to really get worried about Operation Dudula. How are they expecting us to give them our support when we don't know where to get their structure? No website, no nothing. Guys, we need to be united as one. We all need to sit as one and decide on which direction we go in, which political party will be voted. Julius Malema screaming what he's screaming. He's doing it. He's right. He's right. Mokwanazi needs to come forward and answer. Because there is no more time. Julius Malema believes in this man. Let's be honest.
All right. I'm saying to you, there is a commissioner of police in KZN called Mkwanazi, who's told the whole of South Africa When the looters were going to loot SAB breweries, I got 7 calls from ministers to go and protect breweries. But when the looters were going to loot the shopping malls, not a single minister called me, including my minister. This person is talking about 7 ministers that called him. He's not scared to call them out in public.
All right.
Because he's a career policeman. That is a man you need at the national level to fight crime and corruption. Why? They can't put him because they're not in control of him. They've put Masemola there. Do you know that Masemola can't type an email? The whole police commissioner can't type an email.
Julius Malema believes in Mokwanazi, and he knows the sooner he speaks, the better. Guys, I don't want to talk out of context, but they can assassinate him. And all this just disappears. So for those ones that are saying, Julius, guys, listen, y'all know, with me, it's not about I hate the DA or I hate it. Well, I don't like the DA. Let's just put that out of the way. Or I hate Julius Malema, or I hate Katie McKenzie. No. My thing is I just bring your guys facts. And I tell you exactly why you shouldn't go a certain direction, and I always bring with facts. And this time around, Julius Malema is not wrong. The economy is falling apart. You're about to go into debt. Things are about to get more expensive. Your salary is going to remain the same. The fight is not coming. The fight is already here. If you haven't watched this video, go watch it and see what's happening to the economy and how they're already adjusting it and manipulating it for foreigners. Guys, I always bring you the truth. I appreciate those that watch the videos in full because you get the full picture of what the message is. I'm your boy Uncle P, and I shall see you guys in the next one. Cheers.
Now, how does this affect you and why is this a bad thing? Number 1, credit, or your credit score rather, is tied to a lot of things that you're going to need in life. For starters, if you want to find housing and you're going to rent, you are going to need a proven history, a well-documented history of you paying off any form of debt or expenses or things like that. And the best way to do that is through your credit record. Now, the higher the credit record or your credit score, the better. The lower your credit score, the worse. And if you have a credit score of either 0 or -1, I can't remember exactly the number, but 0 or -1, it means you haven't started your credit record, like there's nothing there. But now, if your debts are going to be, or your student loans are going to be added to that, it is going to drastically drag your credit score through the mud. The next thing would be cars. If you want to get a car and you want to finance it, and you know what, it doesn't even matter if you want to finance it or get it cash really, but if you want a car and the most common method to get it is through financing, they're going to want to see your credit record for the same reason as the last, proven history of paying off your debts. And knowing how the job market is looking and how the fact that a lot of jobs are making having cars a requirement, it's going to be tough. If you want to get any other form of credit that could be a personal loan, that could be you getting like a phone contract, which is not technically credit, but it does contribute. If you want a house, whether you mortgage it or you decide to get like cash or get it cash, they're going to want to see a proven record of you paying your debts. Some jobs, not all, but some jobs also look at your credit record because they want to see, do you have a good record of paying your debts? Are you a responsible person, or whatever the case may be? So it affects even your ability to get a job to begin with. Essentially, you are blacklisted. So no job, no housing, no car, no access to things that require monthly payments or any other form of credit. You're stranded. So what can we do in the meantime while this is still being proposed? You can send your commentary with regards to this amendment to this email address. I will put it in the caption. I'll just write it somewhere in the caption at the bottom. But yeah, you can send your comments in the meantime. But this is something that we can't allow to go through because it is essentially going to fuck over the youth. Like, if I'm being quite frank with y'all, it's going to fuck us over big time. Affect self-paying students. It's going to affect people that have like short-term bursaries and then have to figure out a plan the next year. And it's anybody in J that is trying to gain access through education that doesn't have the money for it, that has like a trust fund or savings or parents that can just pay it with one salary. If y'all don't have that, you're fucked. You're fucked, okay? It's going to be bursaries, it's going to be NSFAS for as long as that still exists, because clearly it is incredibly dangerous for the youth. They are trying to essentially economically handicap the youth. And if we think about it, who does this disproportionately affect? Yes, that's right. That's right. Okay, so don't forget, rumela the email. If not, you're gonna have to do something else about it.